What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. It's been a while. I've been on the grind, so I forgot about this channel for a little bit, but now we're back. And for today's video, I have discovered an even better way to play Eldlich. Yes, I know. I've been experimenting with this deck a lot. So if you go back and check the playlist, you see, oh, this guy is running a Live Twins engine. Now he's running a White Forest engine, and now we're running Fiendsmith engine. Gonna show you how powerful it is to control the graveyard with this deck, and with the added link summons that Fiendsmith Engraver hands us, this deck is really broken. So without further ado, let me show you the absolute combinations that you can get with this deck. Alrighty, here we are, guys, in the deck breakdown. Now, as you can clearly see, it's a very, very meta deck. You're like, holy crap, Zanzoon. From all the Live Twins iteration to the White Forest iteration, you just gone completely full meta. And that is completely right, ladies and gentlemen, because if you're not playing meta currently, I'm sorry to tell you, it's pretty much a guaranteed L. I love me my rogue decks, and there will be future videos on some rogue decks I am working on, but for now, honestly, this has been my main deck to grind with on Yuigoh Master Duel. So let's get right into it. So obviously, as you see, guys, it's a mix between Fiendsmith engine and Eldlich engine combined with a lot of staples. Now, first thing we can talk about is Fabled Lure. I'm gonna skip this part just in a minute while I discuss the Fiendsmith part, and that's gonna be really, really important on why I'm doing that. So let's go ahead and talk about Effect Veiler. We have 3 in the deck, really solid hand trap you must have. We also got Duel Lockbird just in case there's any Maxis shenanigans or any add cards from the deck shenanigans. We could completely stop that with Duel Lockbird. It's not the craziest interrupt because they still add a card to their hands, and that card could be a negate, but it is really good counterplay to have just in case you have it, you know. The dreaded Maxi, if you don't have this in this deck, you're literally throwing, like, even if your deck hit 40 cards, throw 2 Maxis in it. 42, it doesn't matter. You need Maxi in your deck. Like, any deck you build, Maxi is pretty much a requirement. I have no idea why they don't follow TCG and just outright ban it. It's literally the craziest card ever. You get to summon your entire deck in your hand just because, like, an opponent is playing a Fiendsmith Engraver or a Blue Eyes, you name it. Like, you pretty much win the game by just maxing them. We also have 3 Ashen Blossoms, really important. It's a really good hand trap to have. I think it's also another staple that probably can fit in every deck, but also note the affinity of it being a tuner in a zombie. That's gonna matter later on, and I'll explain why with the affinity with Eldlich is really good. So we're not only just using it as a hand trap, but it's also an anti-brick. Like, we will use it for link summonings, and I'll show you why that's important. Next, we have Fiendsmith Engraver, and this is the part where I explained the Fiendsmith combo. If you're not new to Yuigoh, you already know the full-ass combo, but if you're new to this video and you're trying to build a Fiendsmith Engraver, let me explain to you why Fiendsmith engine is really, really, really broken. So, you ready for this? Put down the stopwatch. This is gonna get crazy, but I'll try to rap God my way through it.
So, if you drop Fiendsmith Engraver in hand, you can discard it and send it away to the graveyard, which allows you to search for Fiendsmith Trapped. And then, Fiendsmith Trapped, you can apply this effect. You can add 1 life fiend from your deck to your hand and discard 1 card for cost. And the life fiend you want to add is Fabled Lure, that's why he's in there. And then Fabled Lure, you want to discard him. Yes, the card you just added into the graveyard, because guess what? Its effect is if this card is discarded to the graveyard, you can special summon it. When you special summon it, now you can go into Fiendsmith Requiem, which only requires 1 life fiend monster, which is Fabled Lure. And then Requiem can discard itself for cost and special summon a Fiendsmith Engraver from the deck. So you have 1 in the graveyard and now 1 on the field. Now, what you want to do is use Fiendsmith Trapped banish, because that's another effect that it has. If it's in your graveyard, you can banish it to future summon, as well your Fiendsmith Requiem, into which it can get another Fiendsmith Engraver out of the field. Once that happens, you go into Fiendsmith Sequence, which is gonna take 2 monsters including a life fiend with cost. That's Fiendsmith Engraver and Fiendsmith Requiem. And then you future summon a Fiendsmith Desiree, and then you're gonna apply Fiendsmith Sequence, activate in the graveyard, and then apply it to Fiendsmith Desiree.
And then you have a Nominee negate, and then you end your turn, and then you win the game. Did you catch all that? So basically, Fiendsmiths are really powerful. And as you've noticed through my Rap God explanation, and I'll show you the combos later on down the video too, it's all send to graveyard, send to graveyard, send to graveyard, which Eldlich is perfect at. So that's why Eldlich is here, and that's why the synergy goes crazy. I think, in my opinion, I built the best Eldlich deck. Fiendsmith actually goes nasty with Eldlich, because as you know, Eldlich can send to the graveyard, it could resummon itself, and it can float forever, same way Fiendsmith can. I just think Fiendsmith is just a better Eldlich, right? Like, it does everything that Eldlich does, just better. It's so crazy. But I think with the new support, Fiendsmith is gonna be close close to Eldlich, because, you know, Eldlich is going to be able to float into also fusion monsters that are about to be crazy. But when that support comes out, I have no idea. I mean, it's out in Japan in April, which they don't really send stuff like till 6 months, 7, 8 months from the OCG to the Master Duel online game. So it's like, so that new support, I don't know, it might take a while to get here. So while that gets here, we have Fiendsmith to help us out. So yes, we do have 2 Eldliches in hand and no explanations on Eldlich. If you need a full explanation on Eldlich, go watch the playlist. Every iteration I've had Eldlich in a different deck, and I explained to you why he's really important. He's one of my favorite monsters. He's one of my favorites to compete with. But he's just cool. Look at this dude, bro. Look, come on now, show my dude some love, man. Look at this man. He's my favorite monster in Yu-Gi-Oh! Besides the God cards, probably Dark Magicians, Blue Eyes, you know, the Vanilla's classic. So we have 2 cards of them. In this deck, you only need 2. Sometimes you go with 1, but 1 is when you go with no Eldritch engine at all. Here, as you can clearly see, we do have some Eldritch engines. So when you have Eldritch engine, go with 2. 3 is killing it. You don't need 3 because of the XC requirements. You don't need 3. In my opinion, 3 is a break with Eldritch. So 2 is enough, just like Fiendsmith the Engraver. 2 is enough. Like 3 is just overkilling it. And combining with Eldlich that goes really good is Lord of the Heavenly Prison. Why? Because Eldlich is mostly set trap cards turn 1, and that is the brick of Eldlich, and that is the life of Eldlich, right? Like if that gets countered, that gets countered. Lightning Storm, Harpy Feather Duster. That's why we have Lord of the Heavenly Prison. It protects all of our set cards, and if any set cards are activated, we're able to summon Lord of the Heavenly Prison as a wall 3000 on the field, and we're able to set a card to use next turn. So if we don't have Fiendsmith track, we can set that. If we know what type of deck they're playing, we can even set Call by the Grave. And then yes, Call by the Grave next turn. Like Lord of the Heavenly Prison is a really nice card to have, and that's why there's 2 of them. It just matches the Eldritch support too, and we have 2, you know, just in case, just for good symmetry. Next, we have Nibiru, or Nib as players would like to call them. And this is a really important interruption for Blue Eyes, for Fiendsmith, for any meta deck that basically, like I said, have a Rab God summoning sheet where it's an effect after an effect after a summoning after a summoning. You haven't maxed seed already. This is another win condition if the opponent's deck does that. You could just Nibiru them if they summoned more than 5 times. They're in the main phase. Boom, wipe everybody out. Summon Nibiru, the extinction. You could have basically just as an instant resignation at that point. But that's not why we only have Nibiru. Not only as a hand trap interruption. No. We have it to work with Crossout Designator, because guess what? Yes, we're playing Fiendsmith, and that whole Rab God sheet, people can use Nibiru against us. So that's why I only have 1 of it. Anytime a Nibiru gets used against us and there's a Crossout Designator, do not fret. Counter is gone. That is the only thing that's stopping our deck from blowing up is Nibiru, and now we can counter that with not only having the benefits of a Nibiru, who's also, by the way, a light monster, and I'll get to that later down the line. As you can clearly see, this is a whole light monster deck. But also, on top of it, we just don't get Nibiru anymore because of Crossout Designator. Just take those. It's a win-win. Like, you get Nib, and then on top of it, you could deny Nib. We have 2 Lightning Storms. Why Eldlich? Fiendsmith the Engraver is not weak going second, but Eldlich really is weak going second. So if you get no Fiendsmith engine and you're stuck with Eldlich going second, yeah, it's an insta loss. So you might as well just resign. So that's why there's 2 Lightning Storms. You need those. You need 2 Lightning Storms. You need these cards I'm gonna get to later on, because otherwise you insta-bricked. Like it's done. Like you just resign if you get turn 2 just only Eldlich cards. 2 Eldlichers, because you match Eldlicher cards for the amount of Eldlich cards you have. So we have 2 in this scenario, so therefore we need 2 of the spell cards. We have 2 Tokusano Shinkyojins. This is an Eldlich pot agreed. We have 2 Eldliches who are level 10s. We could get to draw 2 anytime we draw Eldlich in Tokusano, and it's not even once per turn, which is absolutely crazy. And this at the same time gets us to mellow out Eldlich. Hello, it's a no-brainer to have, and obviously we have 2 because we only have 2 Eldliches. The reason we don't have 3 because obviously Lord of the Heavenly Prison is also a level 10. The reason we don't want to float Lord of the Heavenly Prison or mill him out, like send him to the graveyard, basically is what I'm trying to say with all these overloaded words. Don't worry about it. Is that Lord of the Heavenly Prison needs to stay in our hand because he protects our set cards. There's no reason we should be sending him to the graveyard, even to draw 2 for cost. That is, draw 2 cards is really good. Like you only want to do it like if you really break, because Lord of the Heavenly Prison is really important to stay in the hand to protect. Anti-spell fragrance is really important because let's just say we don't pull into Lord of the Heavenly Prison to protect our back row. This also protects our back row, so you can't Lightning Storm me, you can't Harpy Feather Duster me as well, because you have to set them first. And it's really important, especially with like very trap heavy support with the Eldlich Serve Scarlet, Skill Drain, which I'll get into in all of those. Next, we have Skill Drain. Pretty self-explanatory. All of our deck works in a graveyard, so therefore Skeleton will not shut down our effects, but if the opponent's deck is effect on the field, they're screwed. Meanwhile, I'm doing effect after effect after effect, and they can't do nothing. Like, Skeleton is actually really good with this deck. The only way it doesn't get good is once we get to our final boss monsters here, we do not want to really activate Skeleton. We only want to activate Skeleton if we didn't get to like Karima, Desiree, Caesar, Typhon, Zeus, Axis Code Talker, our Veritas, our boss monsters. If we get to them, we gotta save Skeleton unless if it's like a huge issue. So we have Gozen Match here, and it's a really important card because as you can see, it's a very light base deck, but once you get into other cards like Lord of the Heavenly Prison, like where's my boy at, like a Caesar, like a Typhon, like an Axis Code Talker, we do change affinities a lot, so we could absolutely destroy the opponent while we could play around, it's basically a summon limit on attributes, right? And if we have one Eldlich and we break, this is a really good card to have because we only get one Eldlich on the field, and if they're like a Blue Eyes deck, they only get one light card on the field too. So it's like, oh, we're just grinding, and I'm gonna win that grind game 9 times out of 10 because Eldlich is a grind monster. We already know this. So Gozen Match is actually really cool to have here. There can only be one. It's pretty self-explanatory. We only have fiends and zombies here. Rock with Nibiru and Lord of the Heavenly. So we don't change. Again, our attributes don't change a lot. We got zombies. We got Cyberse. This card was really good with Zombie World because I forced people off of their monsters, but it's still good to have just in general with Eldlich. Like, these stun traps is really important to have the Eldlich because it gives Eldlich time to adapt and come in there to either send cards to the graveyard or float itself back onto the field. So that's the main deck. I know that took a while, and that's how crazy this deck is. Again, we have Fiendsmith Lacrima, Fiendsmith Desert, really important to have with Fiendsmith, so I'll go over this quickly. King Caesar is when you don't draw into Fiendsmith in your area, and instead you draw into Fiendsmith Trap. This would be your end monster. Instead of these guys, this guy would be your end monster, and he's a negate also, so he's pretty good. As you can see here, is 2 level 6 fiends. Got Super General Rail Cannon, really important to have with Eldlich, 2 level 10 monsters. It's pretty much a free 5,000 attack, or actually it's a free one shot. If you have both Eldliches on the field, like they're 3,500, summon Super Dreadnought, main phase 2, and burn them for 2,000, you win. So this is like, technically we have an OTK with Eldlich, which is crazy. Nobody talks about that. Veritas is the more important one. If we have 2 Eldliches on the field, we will float them through Veritas, and Veritas is an Omni Negate. He literally destroys a card. He quick effects, detach 1 material, negate the activation, then start a damage step, destroy 1 card. If this XYZ summoned, you can destroy 1 card on the field. He's an Omni Negate. So he's pretty much a Red Eyes Dragoon, but for Eldlich. Why not have him? Of course you want to have him. Next we have Super Dreadnought Rail Cannon Juggernaut, and this basically just goes into the Super Dreadnought Rail Cannon Gustav, right? Need to have that. Obviously in any XYZ deck, you have Zeus and you have Typhon because, if the opponent special summons a XYZ monster, Typhon comes out, and if you obviously battle with an XYZ monster, you get Zeus, which is also just eradicate the entire board effect, which is really good. Fiendsmith Requiem, I explained why this is important. IP Masquerena is just a staple link to have. Any deck that has link based cards, just get Masquerena on and get SP Lilnite on. Really anti-bricky cards can help you out with your next links. Fiendsmith Sequence, I explained why this is important. This right here, ladies and gentlemen, I bet you don't know what this card is, and this is a really sick card. So let's just go through it real quick. Flying Mary the Wandering Ghost Ship is a link to 0 attack zombie monster that requires 2 zombie monsters. So you're like, uh-oh, I already know. Yep, 2 Eldliches. Or it's an anti-break. If we have only 1 Eldlich on the field, we summon Ashland Blossom, and we're gonna get our boy Flying Mary. Now, what does Flying Mary do? You can target one of your level 5 or higher zombie monster that is banished or in your graveyard. Place this card in your spell trap zone as a continuous spell, and if you do, special summon that monster. So, when we use a Eldlich, you get sent to the graveyard because we tributed him for this link. This link will target Eldlich and then special summon him. Now, but this card becomes a continuous spell, which is fine. But when this card is a continuous spell, you could target Eldlich and destroying 1 monster you control with attack less than or equal to that monster. And brother, Eldlich has a high attack, so he's gonna be able to destroy most monsters that are on the field. So I get a free monster destruction on the field by floating Eldlich, which is what he's supposed to do in the first place. And guess what? Even if the Eldlich summoning is denied, next turn I could float Eldlich into it. So like I could send Flying Mary from the spell of the track quest to the graveyard and get Eldlich on the field as a 3,500 monster. So either way, I'm getting Eldlich. Eldlich regardless. So it's a fantastic card to have, and I bet you didn't know that this was a thing. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. I talked a lot because this deck has a lot going for it. All right, we got Prince Z on his rank up game. Let's see if we could stop him. We are going first again. Again, there's no need to go second really when you have the opportunity to go first. All right, we have full combo and we have Call by the Grave, so there, he has nothing that could stop us here except for Nibiru. So, but you gotta risk it for the biscuit. Gotta go Fiendsmith full combo. So he has nothing right now, but he could have Nib. So that's the only thing that we gotta be careful of. But this is full combo, and that's why he resigns, ladies and gentlemen. He realized that he had nothing in hand, and like I'm pretty much gonna have an Omni negate on. Like it's pretty much over. So if you have nothing to get rid of it, or even a Nibiru, and then it's over. What deck did he have though? I would like to know. Wow, he had. Sir! How'd you break? Sir! He had an amazing Dragon Dragoon deck into, oh my god. No, that's insane that you break with this deck, dog. Okay. That is absolutely insane. I guess even the best of the decks can get can become bricks. I mean, same with this deck. Sometimes it breaks. It is what it is. That's so unlucky though. That deck is like worth so much UR points. Probably like spend like $500 at least. That's actually insane. Alright, we are gonna go first again because you do want to set up the Fiendsmith combo on the field first. I mean, here we have nothing. We have, what we could do is set 2 and pass. Gonna put the Infinite Impermanence in the middle. Gonna put Eldlich here. Also Lightning Storm to confuse them. We could get a heavy storm again. So if we do, it's pretty much GG's. We got nothing. We will get Elixir of Sanguine as soon as I'm allowed to chain. So, but he could also negate that. We have Joel and Lockbird though, so he can't really add any card to the deck this main phase. There's some counterplay, I don't know, but it's not really confident counterplay here. It's kind of the brick I was talking about, guys, where like you can draw into too many hand traps like this that do absolutely nothing. Alright, here we go. He finally played. He summoned a normal worm. Okay, you did all of that just to do that. Alright, let me get my golden lord out in the field, bruh. Here we go. Also have an Infinite Infirm and a Droll Luck, but I don't know what he's gonna do with this Mystery Shell. I have no idea. He just might have a silver deck and he's somehow in plat. Mysterious living matter has suddenly appeared from a different dimension. Its attack paralyzes the target nerves and causes intense hallucinations. Yeah, remember when Yu-Gi-Oh cards, Yu-Gi-Oh monsters just used to be normals and had no effects? Remember when magic cards used to have the effects? Good times. That was so long ago, man. By the way, fun fact: spell cards used to be called magic cards. I use my magic card, Monster Reborn. Even yeah, I mean they say magic card too. Until I think they had to change it because they agreed with Magic together, and they were like, "Wait, that is getting a little bit too similar," which is kind of like, really? Like if I'm playing Yu-Gi-Oh, what is he doing? What are we doing, boss? You could have some tech with those set cards, but other than that, I don't know what he's doing. But back here to the magic cards, and it's like, bro, if I say hey, I'm gonna use my magic card while playing Yu-Gi-Oh, nobody's gonna confuse it for Magic the Gathering, because the games play completely different. Yeah, I don't. You have an activation to do here, or did you just go senile? Okay, so you just went senile. All right, sounds good. But this guy's connection, he's playing, bro. I don't know from where he's playing. Oh my god, we drew into another hand trap. It's absolutely ridiculous, but we can unbrick this hand, ladies and gentlemen. So what we can do is we can summon Ash of Blossom. Yes, Solemn. Or a Solemn type card. Okay, that's fine. We're gonna summon the Flying Mary. Summon. We're gonna... We could mill out Eldlich. We should have just gone into SP Little Knight, maybe. Or we could go Vampire Fascinator and steal... So many options. Let's just do the normal effect. Who cares? Target Eldlich. Set it here. Face up on the field. Activate effect. Target Eldlich, and then boom, we're gonna just destroy this card. So we had a free destroy. Like that's so crazy. Like Flying Mary is actually really good. Yeah, we have to dump out. Does he have Mirror Force? Yeah, we have to dump out Ashen Blossom, but again, like we didn't need Ashen Blossom negate there, so cool. We just use it as a tuner / monster fodder, tribute fodder for our Link there. And you'd be surprised, it gets us from like out from a lot of bricks. Okay, this guy is absolutely ridiculous for this connection. When it declares an attack, you can reveal one monster in your hand. What the f... Battle break? Okay, show cards in my hands, sure. Here. What? What? If this is like the most useless card ever, your opponent must declares an attack. Your opponent can reveal one monster to negate this card's effect. It's the most useless card ever. You just have. Oh my goodness. Obviously, like, it's not really that useless because, you know, if you just had Nib, you'd reveal that you had Nib or something. But in this case, yeah, it is absolutely useless because I'll show him I have Lockenberg instead of, Alright, yeah, we gotta imperm that. Gotta imperm that, big bro. We don't want our Eldlich disappearing. Actually, we could have milled out Eldlich again, so it doesn't even matter. But because he has like a silver type, how is he in plat? How did this dude make plat? I am so confused. This connection. Oh, it's in the graveyard. Okay, that's my bad. Oh well. You know what's funny? Alright, so you know what's really funny here? We just pretty much can just get him back. So we activate for a fact. We send the Flying Mary. Flying Mary itself recycles Eldlich. It's so good. We summon Eldlich. He has a response. Yes, he does, but his connection is god-awful, so we're gonna have to wait like 6 hours. He has to be playing in an airport on his phone somewhere. There is no way. There's absolutely no way. As you notice, ladies and gentlemen, it's turn 5, and we're still playing with life. That's what Eldlich is good at. If you're grinding with other decks, Eldlich will win 100% of the time, you know? So what we're gonna do is actually, we're gonna battle. We're gonna go for attack here. We're gonna wait 60 hours for him to do his shtick. Yep. Waiting on him. Dun, 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 dun. Oh my goodness. What kind of deck does he have? Guys, take a guess down below and then I'll reveal it by the end of this. Anyways, what I'm gonna do is, since we have an Eldlich or Scarlet Sanguine, I'm gonna do is actually summon Duel and Lockbird here. I'm gonna go special summon into IP, and I'll show you why here. So we're gonna get IP, and we're gonna set down Eldlich, and now in his main phase we're gonna be able to get Eldlich, and then we're gonna be able to link summon from IP and Masquerena basically. And at the same time, we floated Eldlich back to the graveyard, and he's probably gonna come back. So there we go. Almost succeeded in a monster. Make sure it's the one from your deck. Summon him. Yeah, IP is like, during your opponent's main phase, you can quick effect immediately after this effect resolves. Link summon one monster you control. Also, it's just a link too, so I don't gotta explain why IP Masquerena is broken or SP Lion Knight. Everybody has it in their decks. Inflict 1,000 points of damage to your opponent's life points and 500 damage to... Okay. He has some weird deck going on, but anyways, let's use this effect. We're gonna go to Vampire Fascinator. I don't know what his obsession is. It's so crazy to think about it. This Getsu Fuma card actually counters my deck. Yeah, look, if this card battles a fiend or zombie type monster, destroy that monster at the end of the damage step. Like, what? It's actually kind of crazy. He's screwed. I don't know what this does, but we have too much life points to burn us again. Yeah, we're gonna actually activate Eldlich. Shame that this is a once per turn. I wish it was more. Look, we're gonna use each effect of this. They should take this out. That literally just nerfs it, man. Let me be able to use it as many times as I please. He's dead here, by the way, but what you can do is, what you could go into this, you could go into Access Code Talker. Do we have any link? We do. It's IP and Flying Ghost. So yeah, you go, and you're about to get, oh yeah, you're about to get Vampire Fascinator too. It's done. So you get Access Code Talker in there, and then activate the optional effect to 1,000 from Vampire Fascinator. And then basically you can banish and destroy one your opponent controls. Like, absolutely cinema. Activate the effect. I don't know. Banish Flying Mary. Destroy this card. I don't gotta worry about it. It was also Battle Break. Okay. Set Solid Judgment just in case. Obviously you want to do it main too, but we're about to win, so we're just doing it for the cinema. Access Code Talker. Attack for game. And we're just unlocked Burn It All. That's crazy. Alright. We could, yeah. This probably could be the first time we go second in here, and it's not completely bad. Oh my god, it's the same guy! No, I'm gonna beat him, and we're gonna go next, guys. We're not playing this guy. Yeah, he quit. He's so screwed out, bro. Why did I get matched with the same guy? That's absolute insanity. Damn. Yeah, again, go first. There's no reason for you to click on second. You don't really have any mind game seconds, except for the negates. But you don't want to risk that, you know? Alright, we don't have full combo here. But it's playable. Alright, we're gonna activate Fiendsmith track. In response, nothing. So we're gonna go into Fabled Lure. Fabled Lure is gonna get discarded for a cost, or we could actually discard the Eldlich and play it safe. No, let's do this. Fabled Lure will come back in defense. Requiem isn't thank you. Requiem sacrifice into Engraver. Activate. Then activate in the graveyard. Fiendsmith Requiem. Boom. Place it here. Place an Infinite Imperm, and then place an anti-spell. And end my turn. We have a send, we have a negate, we have a spell stop, and we have Mexi. I think it's kind of decent. It's not the best. Obviously, your end board is the one I showed you in the combo, which is the 2 Fiendsmith fusions plus Eldlich. But actually, one time I had 2 the Fiendsmith and then a Veritorous. That was absolutely insane. I should have recorded that. Like replay when I got that. I'm like, bro, how do you break that deck? I mean, that field. Aroma Garden. Okay, let's activate anti-spell. Again, some weird. How's this deck in plat? I'm very confused. I'm playing bronze decks, no? I gotta be again trolled. Absolutely trolled. So... okay, he has a response. I was about to say, like, dog? Are we good? Oh wait, he could've just did that, like an idiot. I'm playing against it. I gotta do one more, guys. I'm sorry. Like, I'm playing against idiots today. Like, I don't know why. That is absolutely crazy. I need a good game, like, to show off this deck even better. This is absolutely unacceptable. What was this? Target 1 monster, send them to the graveyard. I could go Veiler here into sequence. I think I can. Let's go Veiler. Unless if I'm not gaming. I should be gaming. This should be gaming. Okay. That is absolutely the most useless card ever. We're gonna go into sequence. We're gonna activate sequence into Desiree. Shuffle. 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 Face up. It's pretty much screwed here. We're gonna activate Fiendsmith track. Get Lacrima. Face up. Activate Lacrima. Target Desiree. Summon Desiree. Use sequence. Activate sequence. Attach Desiree. And then we could go to like SP Little Knight if we wanted to. We could go back into Fiendsmith Requiem. Like this is an absolute craziness combo. So, but we don't need to do all of that. So that's attack. It's pretty much like game over right here. I want to see how he counters this. 2, we got nothing. I should have actually took Lacrima out. Yeah, I should have took Lacrima out for Requiem. But oh well. Oh well, I'm not gonna be the boy that cried wolf. I mean, I got everything that I really need, and then some. So it's pretty much game 1. I don't know what deck he's playing, but at least he has better connection. Alright, sorry about that. So what did he do? Okay. Alright. This isn't flat, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, I'll take it. It's really gonna crash. Do these guys understand the rules of Yuigoh? I'm losing my mind. And I'll just negate it just because. Just because. That's absolute insanity. Called by the grave. It's absolutely hilarious. We can mail out Eldlich if we wanted to here, so let's do it for the giggles. Send Call by the grave to the graveyard. Send this to the graveyard. I don't know what he can activate, but we'll see. We're forcing him to activate it, basically. Alright, bro. You can get Eldlich, the Golden Lord, on the field. And this is your god board right here. Eldlich, 35,000, Fiendsmith, and then all of these guys. Like, but I'm just gonna burn this guy for fun. I'm gonna just get Vampire Fascinator. Send everything to the graveyard. And then activate Lacrima. Send whichever one. It doesn't matter. He lost. Oh, we did the optional effect? Oh, that's so hilarious. Wait, let's do that first. Let's give him hope. Let's give him hope. Let me take your card real quick. One time I took Dragoon with this, by the way. It was so good. I outed him with Eldlich and then took him with Vampire Fascinator. That's why this card is good, ladies and gentlemen. But there you go. He got burned for a game. One more. We like these. Half of these haven't been competitive, and the only one that's been competitive, we got outright destroyed. Alrighty, here we are. We're actually, this is a rank up game. This guy has a Fiendsmith engraver profile picture. We could have a mirror engine here, perhaps, but also the Striker Ace is really unappetizing because Striker Ace does counter my deck. So if a Striker Ace, we might have to insta resign. It's actually, ooh, he's totally decked out. It's really unplayable. Would Nib? Hold on, this is like amazing. So we hope that he bricks. And even if he doesn't, he's playing fucking Onk Exodia. Oh lord. Okay. Makes sense because of his field. Okay, this is gonna be a grindy one, man. Shield of the Millennium. Gotta set as a spell. It's gonna pay 2,000. We're gonna deny that activation. course he has callback. Your opponent always has the exact counter for a card, ladies and gentlemen. 55 card deck, classic Exodia. I mean a 60 card deck. Your opponent will always have the perfect reply, ladies and gentlemen. And he just pulled Millennium Monk. It's gonna show 5 forbidden ones. Oh, he's gonna use Fiendsmith. He's gonna get Fiendsmith full combo. But we have Nibiru. If he has Crossout Designator, I'm gonna absolutely lose it. Like, if he has Nip, Crossout Designator in hand, oh my god, bro. Go ahead, bro, switch summon it. You're about to get Nibiru'd, bro. I don't know why people do it in attack mode. There's literally no reason for you to do it in attack mode. That's so stupid. That's 3. Oh, you could be considering that we might have Nib. That's really crazy. We run into Fiendsmith Engraver and we have Nibiru. That's so awesome. All right. He's doing it. Right here, the lighting is way better. Right here, I just total whiteness. So let me stay over here. All right, finish the sequence, and we're gonna Nibiru the Primal Being. Of course, he has Crossout Designator. Of course you do. There's no way. If you have Crossout Designator, Max C. Okay, we're good. We might have nipped it a little bit too early, but oh well. Yeah, you can draw 2 from Nib. Show Millennium Monk. This is all well and dandy. That's why we place this in defense, so we don't get one-shotted by the forbidden one. Yep. The unstoppable Exodia Incarnate. Okay. He has Exodia Obliterate. Okay, so how do we want to play around this? We can special summon into Typhon. Can return this to the hand, but it cannot. Is a return? I've never done this to Exodia before. A return is not me destroying him. Well, he can negate an activation. Okay, let's bait him. Let's activate Fiendsmith Engraver. He's gonna activate Exodia. He's not. Okay, let's do combo until he Exodia it. He's gonna have to use Exodia. Or is he gonna use the Obliterate? Okay, nice. There we go. So this is perfect. Because now, yes, that is disabled. It's not that big a deal. We're gonna special summon Typhon. He has Obliterate. Uses Obliterate. We use Lightning Storm. Oh no! That's right. I can't target it with artifacts. It has to be Ascend. Okay, it's not the end of the world yet. He is a dark. Okay, it's not the end of the world yet. It's fine. He's gonna set another obliterate. Ah, I kind of misplayed there. I literally read it too. Like I was like, okay, yeah, I can't destroy him. I need to send him. Okay, so what we're gonna do is gonna goes in match, and we're gonna protect it by using Sanguine Chain. And if he negates Sanguine, it is what it is. Good. But he might get 8,000 on us. I don't know. I don't know how this is gonna end. I forgot. I literally never like played this much Exodia. We might be dead, right? What is it? Okay. Let's pretend to discard battles during damage calculation. You can make this card gain attack equal to your LP. I don't know what this what's happening. Okay, it's a one shot. Ah no! La! We misplayed with Lightning Storm, but I mean, could we have done anything different from that Lightning Storm? No, right? Should we have maybe? I know the misplay now. What we could have done is bait Exodia effect with bait Exodia effect with no, but then he still would have had obliterate to destroy all our monsters. We just needed one more thing. I don't know. Let me know down in the comments below if I could have actually outed that differently. If I could have outed his deck, I'm kind of disappointed if I misplayed, but I don't think I had any other options other than that. Obviously, except for completely forgetting about Lightning Storm, but I don't think it would have mattered anyways there at the end. Damn. Well, those were some fun games, except for that one guy. I don't know. These plaid decks, we get either Exodia the Unstoppable Incarnate or just 2002 Yuigoh. It's like, okay, like what? But hopefully you guys enjoyed watching. I've had a lot of fun playing this. Probably next time you'll see me playing this is probably around high diamond to master, because this deck is really good. Like it'll get up there. So thank you so much for watching this video, and I'm headed out for the outro.